We have entered the Old Kingdom. Be wary, Death Knight. Whatever scared the dwarves still lurks down here somewhere.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Wait. The towers on either side are rigged to fire bolts of frost. This hallway is a death trap.
Can't we disable them?
The circular hatch in the far wall is an aqueduct plug. If we can open it, the water might flood the firing mechanisms and disable the entire trap.
Gold. We should take this with us.
Our forces are under attack.
Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. At last. This is more like it. What is it now? Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. At last. This is more like it.
That's done it. Let's move.
This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Finally. At last.
I'll make sure.
Look, brothers. The traitor king.
Who? Me?
He is referring to me, Death Knight. These Nerubians will stop at nothing to destroy us.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Tread lightly.
Oblivion awaits. Thank you, Great One. The rebel spiders captured my comrades as well. They're being held in a nearby chamber. Release them, and they will be yours to command.
This is more like it.
What's done is done.
At last. Frostmourne hungers.
Cheeky.
Finally.
I wait. My might cannot be matched.
No one orders me around. Finally. At
I
last.
serve only the frozen throne. Indubitably. Speak. I'll see to it. I'll consume the living and the dead.
Speak, fool. The Guardians are activating. Defend yourselves.
I have heard the summons. Time is fleeting. I'll see to it.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it.
Slay the intruders.
This is more like it. Ah, at last.
You rang. Proceed.
Finally.
By Nerub. Make your choice.
What is it now? What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
Time is fleeting.
Tread lightly.
Speak, fool.
Finally. This is more like it.
Proceed.
No one orders me around. Ah, at last. This is more like it. No one orders me around.
You will know endless torment.
I serve only the frozen throne. My
Tread lightly.
might cannot be matched.
Finally.
I'll consume the living and the dead.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers.
Faithless coward.
Ah, at last.
You will know endless torment.
Frostmourne hungers.
Indubitably. Kinky. Kinky. Indubitably.
This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. Finally. Ah, at last.
Death to the servants of Ner'zhul. The eggs of our young are incubated within those breeding pods. There's no telling how many vicious hatchlings they hold.
You were right. They're definitely hostile. We've got to destroy the breeding pods.
We could also seal the doors to shut the hatchlings in.
At last.
Speak, fool.
Oblivion awaits. I'll see to it. By Nerub. Kinky.
Tread lightly. Finally.
Speak. I'll
What is it
consume
now?
the living and the dead.
Frostmourne hungers.
I have heard the summons. Make your choice.
No one orders me around.
You will know endless torment.
At last. This is more like it.
For the Lich King. I'll make sure you suffer. Your pain shall be legendary.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. At last. At last.
Speak, fool.
Frostmourne hungers.
Drive the foul undead back to the surface.
Finally. This is more like it.
I'll see to it.
No one orders me around. What is it now?
I serve only the frozen throne. I'll see to it. Indubitably.
Speak, fool.
Speak. I'll consume the living and the dead. Kinky.
What is it now? At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Faithless coward. Your pain shall be legendary.
At last. What the hell are they?
They are the horrors the dwarves spoke of. I thought they were only legends.
What?
They are the faceless ones.
You will know endless torment. You will know endless torment.
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
Faithless coward.
Finally.
Oblivion awaits. Kinky. Raid. Feel the venom of noob.
At last. This is more like it.
I'll make sure you suffer.
blade.
Finally. For the Lich King.
Make your choice. I await. Time is fleeting. You rang.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers.
I have heard the summons.
Tread lightly.
Proceed. I await.
What is it now?
My might cannot be
Tread
matched.
lightly. Ah, at last.
Proceed. Make your choice.
This is more like it.
You rang. Proceed. Yes, master.
Ah, at last. Finally.
It cannot be. A forgotten one. Look to your defenses, Death Knight. Fight as you've never fought before.
Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool.
Indubitably. We cannot take them all. Hurry, Death Knight. Up the stairwell. Hurry.
We're running out of time in Ubarak. How far are we from the exit?
Not far. We have entered the Upper Kingdom. The exit should lead us to the base of the glacier itself. However, there are still hidden traps and pitfalls to account for.
Take cover!
Arthas!
The entire passage collapsed.
There's no time to dig through this. I'll have to move quickly and find my own way out. Hopefully Anubarak and the others survived.
This is more like it.
Your pain shall be legendary. Inventory is full.
Finally.
I'll be singed if I get too close to those flames.
Finally. Finally.
I'll need this gold for when I reach the glacier.
Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like
More
it.
of the Nerubians' blasted mechanisms. I'll have to time this perfectly.
This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne.
Another quake?
Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
Your pain shall be legendary.
Finally. This is more like it.
Faithless coward.
Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Now, Frostmourne.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers.
No one orders me around. You will know endless torment.
This is more like it.
I'll make sure you suffer.
Finally. Finally.
For the Lich King.
At last.
Faithless coward.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
I'll make sure you suffer.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. At last. This is more like it.
What is it now?
Frostmourne hungers.
You will know endless torment.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
I must find a way across this strange obstacle.
This is more like it. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Your pain shall be legendary.
Finally. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne.
Anubarak, you made it.
I see now why the Lich King chose you as his champion, Death Knight. Few men could have survived this labyrinth alone.
Frostmourne hungers. At last.
For the Lich King.
Another earthquake. We must hurry, Death Knight.
This is more like
Our
it.
forces are under attack.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Something's breaking through. Defensive positions. I'll make sure you suffer.
Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. At last. Finally.
Faithless coward. You will know endless torment. Faithless coward.
This is more like it.
We're running out of time.
Frostmourne hungers.
You will know endless torment.
Finally.
More gold. This might help us later.
Frostmourne
Forces
hungers.
are under attack.
They're blocking the way to the exit. We'll have to fight our way through them to reach it.
This is more like it. Finally. At last. Tread lightly. What is it now?
the living and the dead.
Tread lightly. Frostborn hungers.
Kinky. By Neru. Now quickly, head through that door. The exit to the surface lies just beyond.
It'll be good to see the sun again.
Remember, Illidan and the true battle still await us in the world above. Hopefully our trek through the Dark Earth bought us the precious time we needed.